In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and assign attributes to your product. So product attributes are specifications that allows you to describe certain features of your product. So let's say, for example, we want to add attributes to the blue shoe product here. So for us to do that, the first thing we do is we go ahead and click on the edit button here. So once we click on the edit button in the product edit page, we come to this navigation section here and select attributes. So this will take us to the attributes section here. So for us to view the settings for the attributes, we go ahead and click on the view settings button. So here we can now proceed to assign attributes to the product if we have already created the attributes, or if we have not yet created the attributes to assign to this product. To do that, we'll first need to create the attribute group by clicking on the manage attribute groups button here. After we have created the attribute group, we will now proceed to create the attributes by clicking the manage attributes button. So let's say we want to create the attribute group. The first thing we do, we go ahead and click on the manage attribute group button here. So in this section, we go ahead and click on the add button. So for this example, we call the attribute group as key features. So once we do that, we set the sort order number as 2 and then save. Alright, so now that we've saved, you can see that the new attribute group we created has been added here. So after we have set up the attribute group here, so for us to create attributes that will allocate to this attribute group, we go ahead and close this window and then come here and click on the manage attributes button here. So when we do that, you can see that it will show us the list of all the attributes that we've created here. So for us to now go ahead and create the new attributes, I have written down my attributes that I will use for this product. So I go ahead here and select it. So these are the attributes that I've written down that we are going to allocate to this product. So what we'll do now is we go ahead and click on the add button here, and then we open the file. So this is the file. For the first one, the attribute is called style. So we copy it and put it as the name here. Make sure that we select the key features attribute group that we created earlier. Set the sort order number as 1 and save. Alright, so you see that it has been added here. So for the second attribute, select it, design. So we go ahead and click on the add button here. We put the name design, choose the attribute group, set the sort order number as 2 and save. So you can see that it has been added here. So for the third attribute, we go ahead and copy it, exterior material, add it as a name, choose the attribute group, set the sort order number as 3 and save. So for the fourth attribute group, click on the add button, copy the name as interior material. Alright, we paste it here, select the attribute group, which is key features, set sort order number as 4, and then save. So now you see that the attributes that we added are now visible here. So the next thing we do after adding the attributes is we go ahead and allocate it to the product. To do that, we close this window and then come here and then click on the add button here. So for the first one, we search for style, which is here. We select it. So I've written down the attribute value for this attribute, which is called sports casual. So we select it and paste it here. For the second attribute, which is design, here, we search for it here. So you see it here, select it. We copy the attribute value, we paste it here, classic design. For the third attribute, exterior material, we search for it here. All right. So we copy the attribute value for this, we paste it here. For the fourth one, which is interior material, all right, we copy the attribute value. So we've added all the values for the attributes. So once we have done this and allocated the attributes, we scroll up and save. All right, so now that we have saved, the next thing we do is we go ahead and check it in the storefront end. All right, so in the storefront, you can see the product here. We select it. So you'll notice that in the product page, you'll notice that a new section has been added here under the description. You see that a new section called specification has been added. So opening this, you can now see that it will show you the attributes that we created earlier, and the attributes are under the key features attribute group. So you can see the values that we have set for the attribute. So in this video, I've shown you how to create attributes and how to assign attributes to your product. Thank you for watching.